The Union Cabinet recently approved the new education policy, making way for large-scale transformational reforms in both school and higher education sectors. The policy marks the fourth major policy initiative in education since independence and is the first education policy of the 21st century. In May 2016, Committee for Evolution of the New Education Policy under the chairmanship of Shri T.S.R. Subramanian, former Cabinet Secretary, submitted its report. Based on this report, the ministry prepared some inputs for the draft National Education Policy 2016. In June 2017, a committee for the draft National Education Policy was constituted under the chairmanship of Dr. K. Kasturiarangan, who submitted the draft National Education Policy 2019. This draft was made public and open for feedback after the Lok Sabha election in May 2019. The significance of the National Education Policy 2020. The policy seeks to address the entire gamut of education, from preschool to doctoral studies and from professional degrees to vocational training. Acknowledges the 21st century need. It recognizes the need for mobility, flexibility, alternate pathways to learning, and self-actualization. Problems in the new policy. Language issues. Provisions in the original draft. Language issues caused the most outrage at that time because the original draft had called for mandatory teaching of Hindi to all school students. Greater flexibility in the new policy. However, the final policy document makes it clear that no language will be imposed on any state. The three languages learned by children will be the choices of states, regions, and of also the students themselves, so as long as at least two of the three languages are native to India. Sanskrit will be offered as an option at all levels of schools and higher education. Other classical languages will also be available, possibly as online modules, while foreign languages will be offered at the secondary level. Wherever possible, the medium of instruction until at least grade 5, but preferably till grade 8 and beyond, will be the home language, mother tongue, local language, or regional language. According to the new policy, this will be followed by both public and private schools. Another problem with the new policy is that there is no clarity on how it is to be implemented and does not break free from the pressures of the old education system. It is being said that the NEP is a poorly funded and highly regulated policy that has multiple regulatory bodies that will end up clashing with each other. In the last 6 years, the education budget has actually reduced, therefore reaching the target of 6% seems difficult. There is a goal of 50% gross enrollment ratio in higher education and 100% in secondary schools. However, it could be tough since it was currently 25.8% in higher education and 68% in class 9. The NEP should have offered more tangible and realizable targets for research. The NEP 2020 had also left many unanswered questions on the upgrade of school infrastructure and shortage of qualified and trained teachers. It is being said that the policy is an attempt to lead to total privatization, commercialization, and over-centralization. And liberal education, the latest education policy advances privatization and centralization in the system. A scant attention is paid to improve the state of public education in the country. While advocating for a multidisciplinary liberal education to meet the demands of the job market and the challenges of the 21st century, it overlooks the importance of upholding the constitution, secularism, equality, social justice, and plurality that our social fabric demands. That was a deep analytical report by Mera Vote. Keep watching this space for more such updates.